Shalom, shalom, Israel. This is Brother Stefano from Verify Trinidad, bringing back to you a mighty video. Right before I start, I like to give all honor and glory to our God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, for this truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Right, a mighty shalom to everyone here, keeping this video, right, and pleasant Sabbath, right. Today we're gonna do a quick video, which is word of the week, right? And we're just gonna be going into words, right? A quick breakdown, a quick lesson, right? If you might be going to work, or if you just want a quick edification or something, right? So this video is for you, right? So the word what we are going to be going into is called perplex, right? This is not a word you would hear often, but let's see what's the definition of this. Perplex, right? What does it mean to be perplexed? All right, so it says perplex, right?
Perplex.
Right? So it says make someone feel completely baffled, right? Complicate or confuse, right? So basically, the word perplex is another word for confusion, right? Baffled, mystify, confound, confuse. And if you really go into the definition of confuse, it's just basically uncertainty about what is happening, intended or required, right? So let me give you a scenario. Let's say, for example, how can someone be confused? Okay, let me give an example. I'll just give a scenario, right? So let's say, for example, you're in a grocery store, right? And the line is long as hell, right? And let's say that you are not seeing this person here who should be cashing, right? You're not seeing her cashing. And it's obviously in a line at a grocery store, people are supposed to be cashing, right? So now you're perplexed, you're confused, because the norm is you're basically supposed to be cashing, right? Like, for example, the power or the IT tech outage that happened yesterday, right? A lot of people was confused as to why certain devices were not working, right? So now you're confused, right? And what emotions, or what is the outcome of being confused, right? Let me just search that up. What is the outcome of being confused? Right? So, what is the outcome from being confused? Right? Or perplexed? So, it says signs that someone is confused may include fear, right? So, you're afraid, anxiety, hallucination, drowsiness, agitation, right? So, you might be angry. So, you might have one person in this line, probably upset as to, why isn't she cashing, right? Why isn't she doing what she's supposed to do? But because you're confused and you don't understand, well, it's probably the system, right? These type of emotion and spirits fall upon you, right? So once again, the word is perplex, confusion, right? And the moral of the lesson is to edify yourself so that you won't be confused, right? Let's go to the book of First Corinthians, right? First Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33, right? So this is the book of First Corinthians 14 and verse 33. So it says, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints, right? Because if there's confusion, there won't be any peace, right? Give me an example where everyone was confused and there's peace, right? Once again, giving reference to the outage that happened yesterday, right? There was a lot of distortion, there was a lot of people being angry, confused, right? All of this comes from confusion, right? So God is not the author of confusion, right? And you as an individual should have yourself ready, or have yourself in a mindset where you're willing to learn to get rid of this perplexed spirit, right? So it says God is not the author of confusion, right? Now, there's a difference. Let's say you're trying to understand something, and you're not getting it at all, right? Um, it might be something challenging, right? There's a difference in that. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 21, right? Sirach 3 and verse 21, right? So it says, seek out seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength, right? No, there's a difference. If, let's say, you're trying to get something like a breakdown, you're not just getting it. Well, hopefully the Most High, you fast and you pray, and the Most High reveals that through the understanding, so that you could understand. There's a difference if you're confused and you're not getting something, right? So what we should be trying to do basically is get rid or edify yourself, so you could just be not in the spirit, right? Like, for example, travails and tribulations that are going to come upon the earth. A lot of people will be confused, right? A lot of people will be confused as to why a whole set of war is happening, why nations are fighting against each other, right? And that's because they don't read, right? And that's because they stray from the scriptures, right? This is Revelation 1 and verse 3, right? So it says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand, right? So the moral of the lesson is basically, don't move in this perplexed or confused spirit, right? Study, pray, get yourself edified, so that you, right, can be prepared for the time is at hand, right? Once again, a lot of people will be confused in the last days as to why these things are happening. A lot of people will be perplexed. Well, why is this nation fighting with this nation? Why are these things happening, right? So, once again, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, right? For the time is hand, right? So with that, I like to say, Shalom Israel. I hope the lesson was edified, right? I hope the word was basically broken down, right? And I hope everybody understand, who was watching this video, what the word or what it means to be perplexed, right? And what we can do to avoid these type of spirits, right? So with that, Shalom Israel. I hope everybody have a mighty day, right? Continue to keep the Sabbath in all righteousness, right? And giving all honor and glory to the Lord, right? So with that, Shalom Israel.